What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? It's Sunday edition test run day. You guys know how I do it. I sit up here talk a little bit to the upcoming artists I have coming in for Tuesday night. The thing is, I need you guys to do me a favor though. I mean, you guys heard my theme song. I need someone to send me a video. Y'all just dancing to the song and just like groove to it. But without further ado, I know someone I know she loved the theme song because she just heard it herself. And I'm gonna answer a couple questions. Maybe she can sing it for me. Maybe I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Please welcome the one, the only. As we lay is morning. Yeah. Y'all know I can't sing. But anyway, please welcome the one, the only Miss Shirley Murdock. What's up, Miss
Hey,
Shirley?
Pricilla.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? How are you on this beautiful Sunday afternoon?
I'm wonderful. How about you, baby?
I'm good. I'm blessed. I'm really blessed. Let me ask you a question. What you think of my theme song? Are you feeling? What you did? You feel it, or what you dancing to?
Oh
You
yeah,
you
I
saw me
went
over
old
here
school.
getting
I
it.
was
I was
doing
like,
all like all that, yeah.
what kind of flavor would you put on it? A little spin. What would you do? How would you do it?
Can you
Hello?
hear me? Okay,
Yeah, I can
can you
hear
hear
you. I
me?
can hear you. Real
Okay,
good.
are we at a delay? Is there a delay? You hear a delay?
Probably it's a 8 second delay on the audience, but I can hear you just fine right now. I can hear you perfect.
Okay, okay. So the name of your show is Old School Tuesday, right? Okay.
Yeah, old school
Old
Tuesday turn
School
up.
Tuesday with my girl Pricilla Watley. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I like that. Yes. You got me over here dancing. See, I know. Talk Boy had sent me like a whole bunch of links to like different songs. So that one came. I'm like, oh, that'd be perfect. It fits into my show, and I'm like, perfect, perfect. But let's have a minute. Let's talk about you. How you been? How you been doing since the COVID and everything? Like, how you been doing?
Well, baby, like everybody else, COVID has been a booger wooger. It's been really it's been a challenge, but with challenge comes opportunities. So we just really just try to make the best of it. In my business, everybody that's in the music industry, our everything totally shut down. But I look at it as an opportunity to hit reset in many areas of our lives. Whether it's a reset with your relationship with your family, with your children, with your husband, your significant other. You're renewing and resetting your relationship with God. Your spiritual life. So it's been a challenge, but it's been good. It's forced us to stretch ourselves and really go deep down into the wells of our creativity to reinvent ourselves and to make that pivot, from what we used to do to how we're going to govern ourselves now in this new, I call it the new abnormal. It's not a new normal because ain't nothing normal about this thing, but in this new
Right, right.
abnormal.
Right, right. I don't blame you. Like, I think that COVID also been a blessing to myself, like because I was able to start doing something that I always wanted to do was interview people, and it became interviewing legendary artists who I admire with their music and giving everyone their flowers. Like I told you, Evelyn Champagne King was my first one with production, and then it just went
Mhm.
from one interview to 5 to 10. Now you make actually number 14. You're on episode
Oh,
14.
okay. That's like seven twice. God's perfect number seven twice.
Yes, yes. So I've been blessed to, and not only that, I look at it as like these are people that I admire you guys' music, and even for you, like when I finally got you on, I'm like, oh my God. And it's funny because I was trying to tell you earlier that my makeup artist, I'm like, girl, do you know who I'm interviewing on Tuesday night? I'm like, you ever heard of Shirley Murdock? And I'm like, the song As We Lay. She's like, yes, girl. Oh my God. That song, when I was a kid, 'cause I grew up because I told you I'm 33 years old. So I grew up in the 90s. So our radio station played the heck out of As We Lay on the Quiet Storm after 10 o'clock at night. And I mean,
Yes,
the
let's
minute
see.
it comes on, yes, It's morning.
Yeah,
I can't
the
sing.
Quiet Storm actually broke that record because the record company did not choose that as a single in the very beginning. It was the Quiet Storm
Right.
format. The DJ started playing it, and then people started, requesting it from one city to the next, one state to the next, and it just turned into a really big hit for me.
Yes, and then not only that, I think for us, for young people, for me, it became when Kelly Price come and she did it and remade it. And then I remember you being in the video, and I'm like,
Yes.
"Hey, wait a minute, hold up!" And she did it. She did it her own. But just to sit there, give you praise, to sit there, take an old classic, make it her own, and then bring it to a new generation. I thought that not everybody
Yeah,
can do it.
yeah.
Everybody do it, but the way she did it was perfect.
It was awesome, and she is a beast. She's a vocal beast, baby. Okay, Kelly ain't no joke, But it
Yes.
was a nice way to bridge old school, new school, and again, like you said, for my music to have an opportunity to live again and to be experienced, to a new generation.
Yes, yes, and that's not the only song I like by you. I actually have their other song, "Go On Without You," and I would had to when
Oh,
I put the videos together the other night, and I'm listening to it, and I'm looking at people's comments, and they're like, "What? This is what we call real music." I was on YouTube. They're like, "This is real music. You don't get music like this anymore." I'm like, "Man, ain't that the truth, Lord Jesus?" But that song in general, I'm like, it's just your vocal range, and you're really involved in emotions and everything. I'm just like, wow, what happened to music? I mean, let
well,
me ask you,
as
what really did happen to R&B?
Well, everything evolves, and I say so many times that I think each generation deserves its opportunity to speak its truth in their own language.
Mm,
So R&B is still here; it's just
right.
expressed in the young folks' language, because R&B is just really telling stories about life. To me,
Right.
R&B, country, they're all the same, because we're just country is
Mm.
just R&B with a twang. It's singing about life and life stories and things that, emotions and relationships and things like that. So to me, it's just one great big gumbo. And if there's something in the gumbo that you don't like, you can pick it out and keep on going.
I know, but I feel like for you, I like how you take a mute song and you make your own, but it's just when you're singing, I can feel it's like your heart is into it, your emotions, like you really do it. Like I found out as we lay, you switched the lyrics around, and I'm like, not everybody can do that, and the way you did it, it was perfect because those same
Well, I
lyrics,
added,
we just like,
I
oh, that's the
actually,
one.
I added, yeah, I added to the lyric because that song
Mhm.
was done prior to me doing it by Billy Beck from a group that Roger produced called The Human Body. So it was sung from a man's
Mhm.
perspective. But for me, the problem that I had with the song, in which I didn't want to sing the song unless I was able to add these lyrics, and what I added was we
Mhm.
should have counted up the cost, but instead we got lost in the second, in the minute, in the hour, because it was so important for me to not make this a celebratory song about infidelity, but a sad song about
Mhm.
regret and consequences, because everything we do in our lives just doesn't affect us, but affects everybody in our world.
I know. I can remember that. I can imagine the average woman and slept with the wrong man and waking up like, oh, wait. And you listen to that song and like, man, wait a minute. That song hits home. It's like so much embedded into it. But there's another
Yeah.
song I like that you redid. It's called "People Get Ready," and I watched the lyric video the other day. I'm
Yes.
like, oh man, she took that old school. Oh, here we go. What made you want to like record that song? What's
Because
the
of
message that you wanted your fans to get out of
everything that
it?
was going on in 2020. We had all the social injustice, we had the George Floyd
Mm-hmm.
murders, we had Breonna Taylor, and so many others.
Mm-hmm.
We had a lot of vitriol in the atmosphere, politically speaking, with the left and the right. We had the 2020 election going on. After that, we had the insurrection, and we had, COVID, where people, people lost
Right.
their livelihood, people lost loved ones, they lost a lot,
Right.
and people were praying for an
Right.
answer. But when you pray, you
Mhm.
have to pray believing that not only does God hear our prayers, but he answers our prayers.
Mhm.
And if you really believe it, then you start getting ready, because I don't know no mama that find out you're gonna have a baby and don't start getting that nursery ready. So it's important to prepare, so when these answers come, you don't want to miss it. We're praying, and we're using our faith. And my mom used to say, baby, faith is stepping out on nothing and landing on something. So as we put this, we're using our faith, believing that God is going to answer that prayer. So when these vaccines come, for me, I see it as an answer to prayer. So, baby, I got both my Fauci ouchies, and now
I
I'm
got
at full
one. I got one.
efficacy. Okay, yeah. So you have nothing coming up, or were you Johnson Johnson?
No, I have the other one. I'm not. I didn't do Johnson Johnson. I did the other
Okay,
one.
you
It
got
wasn't
one
my
more
first
coming up.
time. I
Okay,
yeah. I actually
and
next Monday. I gotta go back next
you,
Monday.
it wasn't bad, was it? Like I couldn't feel the first shot. I didn't feel anything. The second shot, I could
Mhm.
just feel the medicine going in, and I had a
Mhm.
sore arm for like 24 hours. But from a scale of 0 to 10, it was like a 1. So it wasn't bad at all. So now, but
Yeah,
now I can
like
I can I can come back outside and play.
yeah, it was different from me because yeah, I was having my doubts, but see, I had wound up being at my doctor's office. So when they sent me a text, it was like, "Would you going to want to do your first vaccine?" I said, "Schedule me. I'm going to do it while I'm there." But when I went to the
Yeah,
doctor's office, I come to find out that when I was sitting there, okay, here are the rules. She said, you got to wait 15 minutes. Then she said you got to come back, but in a couple more weeks and do a second one. But unfortunately, we're not going to do it here at the hospital. We're going way far out, for way far out. And I'm like, well, I'm not going that far because gas one has went up and I'm not driving that far. So I was like, can I go somewhere in my county? And I went
yeah,
somewhere in my
yeah,
county, this place they now do
yeah,
all the shots of the vaccine. And I went there and took it.
yeah.
And it's funny because I was on the phone with Tallboy talking to him. He was like, I quit, I get scared because I don't like needles in me. So I took it,
Yeah,
and my arm was a little sore a couple of hours. But then I was like, they put me on my paper, my card. I have to go back. I'm due to come back next Monday, take the second one.
yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
So I actually volunteered here in my city, because
yeah.
I when I saw the masses of people getting the vaccine, I just wanted to do something and use my platform to encourage people to get it because I know that our people
Hmm.
we have a lot of trepidation about our history, things that have happened to us, and fear. But
Right.
fear can cause you to be paralyzed, and so we
Hmm.
we we have to overcome fear with faith, because faith and fear can't be in the same place. So for me, I wanted to use my platform to encourage people, and so I volunteered, and it was just a blast, to be able to encourage people, to tell them you're doing a great job, and because all the things that happen to us in our history, I know that that's where the fear comes from. But we have to also combat that with knowledge. The Bible says, "My people perish for the
Hmm.
lack of knowledge." And so, something my husband said, and I love it, and I use it all the time. And now I'm going to take it and tell him it's mine now. But he said, "Don't confuse the demons of the past with the angels of the
Hmm.
present." So you don't want to confuse all the things, all that baggage from the past, and miss what God is doing, the doors that are opening for you in the present.
Oh man, that's deep. I told people, I told this group I'm involved in, I sit there and it's like, get ready to bring your Bibles because y'all gonna need it because I mean Shirley, she about to preach. I already know. Like I already know. Speaking of your husband, he wants to come in. Top, are you able to bring in Mr. Dale? Let's speak to him for a little bit because I know he wants to come in. He wants everybody to see him and everything. So we're gonna get ready to bring in Mr. Dale. Hopefully he's still around.
Hey, I'm not sure that I want to be in. I have no desire to be in, but I'm in
Mhm.
now. So amen. But I appreciate everybody. That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Hi,
How you
baby.
been?
So I've been okay. Now just tell me when I can go. I might be on work release. Well, yeah, I've been listening in, and it's good stuff. So all this is going to happen again on Tuesday night, huh?
Yes, yes. It'll be more, well, it'll be her and I, and then they'll see videos, they'll see pictures, they'll see all that, and her and I will see it too while we're talking to each other too at the same time. It's one big
Amen.
old live
Amen.
production.
Hey, I
Somebody said,
like
Yes.
"Okay,
that.
have
I like
church."
that.
Yeah.
Hey,
So you know
amen.
what's in you comes out you.
Hmm.
That's right.
Yes,
That's
ma'am.
right.
Yeah, so I do
Well,
a whole
well,
big old
yeah,
live production for everybody. Yep.
I like it.
So
It's so
yes.
this is the 14th one. How long has it taken you to do 14 interviews?
Whew, since October, it was no November, December, January, February, March, April, May. Oh well, April, 6 months because I missed all of March too. I had no interviews for March, so now I'm back. I have her, somebody right after her. I'm actually booked till all the way up to the middle of May. So 6 months
The
it
flood
took me
the
to get through.
floodgates done open, huh?
Yes, yes. I mean, because actually, my very first one I told you was it was really
Ev,
August, I
Ev-
think.
was that
Yeah,
Evelyn?
with Cheryl Cooley. Cheryl
Okay.
Cooley from Climax.
Okay.
She
From
was
Climax.
without
Yes.
Yeah.
production. Yeah. And so then next thing you know, when I'm looking for a production guy, someone gave me Tallboy's name. And then that was the around the time I got
Tall
Evelyn.
boy.
So then next Tallboy's around, everybody knows Tallboy is. So we got Evelyn. We did the production. It was my first interview. But not my first one with an entertainer. She was just my big first one. So
Were you
did it and it
nervous?
turned out to be the best. You know what? No, because guess what? People were like,
What?
you guys are talking as if y'all best of friends. That's how we talked to, like we were best of friends catching
Yeah.
up. And it
Well, you're
was
easy to talk to,
the best.
Pricilla.
Thank you. See, I know. That's what I tell people. Everybody just love to talk to me. I don't know why. I'm just that outgoing personality. I just make my show fun. Just have the fans interact with their artists. And sometimes, actually, you know what's funny, Miss Shirley? People would text me while I'm in the interview and ask, like, they'd be like, ask the artist this, that, and the third. And I'm gonna be sitting there looking at the text like, so yeah. So somebody wants to know this, that, and the third while I'm interviewing the artist.
You have a second
Yeah.
interviewer, huh?
Yeah.
But
It's
but
funny though, but I like it. But I like
they
it.
ask good questions though. They really do, because because
They
you're
do.
I think
They do.
you're trying to ask the questions that they want to know, and they can tell you what
Hmm.
they want to know.
Yes, yes. Oh my, you wouldn't like when I had Howard on. Howard Hewitt didn't want the same interview
That's my
questions. So what I
buddy.
did with him, I belong to this group called Howard Girls. So I had them to come up with the questions, and then they sit there and they came up with all the questions. I'm like, "Are you ready? These are questions from your Howard Girls." I had didn't do none of this. They sent them photos of what they took with Howard and
Wow.
everything. Here's okay. Here's something funny. My friend, somebody just text right now and just said, "Ask Miss Shirley what's with the gold plaques behind her." They just text me and want to know about that too right now. Somebody just text, and I'm like,
The
okay.
gold
So
plaques.
someone
That's
is
my
right
hard work
behind.
back
Someone
there.
just text. My
That's the
friend
result
Renee
of some hard
Jemison just
work.
text.
Yeah. So that when you get a gold album, that's 500,000 albums sold. So I've been blessed. A lot, some of those are like from some of my records, and some with Zapp and
Hmm.
Roger, some with just Roger. I have one with Ben
Hmm.
Tankard. I did a uh, on his Piano Prophet CD. We redid. So speaking of classics, we redid "Jesus
Hmm.
Is Love" by the Commodores.
Right. That's what I'm talking about. Then I know I told you earlier. I seen what Melba was like. She did a song with you called "Call Me." I was like,
Call
I'm
me,
gonna go
yes,
check
uh huh.
that out. Yes, yes. I was like, oh, well, actually, I have her coming in. She'll be in later on. Actually, in May. I'll have her in May. So yeah. So I'm a busy book person. I try not to be,
Well,
but it
good.
just
Well,
happened
amen.
like that. Blessings, blessings.
Amen.
But I
Won't
knew
it do it?
I
Won't it?
I told
Will,
somebody, yeah.
Won't it do it? Won't it? Will.
Yeah, but I told somebody, I'm like, I gotta get in Shirley Murdock. I'm like, and when somebody was like, you gonna get in Shirley? I'm like, don't worry, I already working on it. Don't even worry about that. I'm gonna get her in here. I'm gonna get her in here. Definitely
Yeah, we're
find the video.
here.
She said, okay, somebody said the title, maybe you can find the video. Some Renee, she's texting me. She's asking about the titles, and maybe you can find the videos of okay. I don't know what she's talking
Title
about.
four.
But when she said the titles of I don't know which video she's talking about. Okay, Renee, let me know which video you're talking about so I can ask her. But all right, see, I'm telling you, this is what I go through. They'll text where I'm in the live and just be sitting here texting me, and I have to be like, huh? Which I don't mind, but you
So,
know what? You
and
know what,
this is
Shirley?
just the tech, right?
Right, this is the test run. But you know what I found so funny is that when I was off all of March, people were still asking me, when are you gonna be back on live? You have an interview this week. Do you have and I'm like, I tell them no, no, no. Till some person, one girl said, That's man, you give me something to look forward to. And I'm like, wow.
Hmm.
Yeah. And I was like, wow. I didn't realize how
Yeah.
much of an impact I was having on
You
people.
never know. And I just saw something from Tanya. Thank you, Tanya. I saw something in the chat.
It's
Thank you,
Tanya
Tanya.
Blazer. She's one of the Howard girls. So Renee just
Okay.
said she wanted to know the titles of the songs. That's what she was talking about. The
Which
titles of the
songs?
songs.
Which songs?
She's still texting. Okay,
Okay.
Renee,
Okay.
which songs? She's still so, but no, but I don't you like? It's funny how fans would do that for you. Like if you stay gone for so long, they will sit
Hmm.
there and miss you. And it's like it didn't. I didn't realize how much of an impact I was having just being gone for
Mm.
a month. And I was just like,
Hmm.
wow. And somebody was, a girl was like, you give me something to look forward to. Was just watching your shows. And I'm like, wow. Because now I make it all about the fans. I don't make it about me. I give them, or you guys request a certain artist, I go book, see if I can book them, and I bring them over
Yeah,
to you.
that's
Yes.
awesome.
Do you have the same? Do you have that same response with your fans?
Which response now? I'm sorry, say it again.
Okay, like
What's the
if you
question?
say if you stay gone for like at least at least a month, and your friends like, Miss Shirley, when you coming back? When you coming back? Do you have that same
Oh,
response? How do you deal with that?
I'm always doing something. So if I'm not doing records, I'm doing film work. I'm always trying to stay busy. And then I also keep
Hmm.
in touch with my fans by way of, social media. So I'm posting
Hmm.
stuff all the time on IG or Facebook or Twitter. So I'm always trying to stay out front, and let the fans know what's going on.
That's what's up. See, that's what's up. Okay, so Renee just said the titles of the Go records behind her, all of them.
All of them. Let's see. Well,
Yeah.
I can't read. Let's see.
See,
Well, one
Renee.
is Shirley Murdock. Shirley
Uh-huh.
Murdock. That's my debut album. We have one from the Ben Tankard I was telling you about. Um,
Uh-huh.
let's see. It's hard to see back though. I hate to turn my back on the people. Yeah, but
It'd be all right.
I
It's
think
cool.
there's a Wild Gospel, and there's a golden reel right there from the first album, because things are digital now, but the things were like uh,
Yes.
reel to reel 2-track back in the day, and so I got a golden
Uh-huh.
reel for that. I got a lot of awards and plaques and things like that. Some things from Jet and Keys to the City, and a presentation. Let's see, a certificate from President Obama. So yeah, a lot of great things. And my husband's got some things in here too. And this is actually our studio where we do a lot of our recording. So there's a lot of equipment in here as well.
I
So
don't
Mr.
know
Dell,
about that,
actually, I
King.
seen. So Mr. Dell, he's also from the group Zap himself. He's from that band,
He,
from the band
he's
himself.
he's the music director and the keyboard player, and he was Roger's music director since 1984.
Oh wow, that was before I was
And so
born.
we met
Oh
in
wow.
'84. We got married in '88. We'll be celebrating 33 years of marriage June of this year, and we have a son,
Hey,
a 29-year-old son. Yes,
that's what's up. Congratulations to the both of you.
thank
Yes,
you.
yes, yes, yes.
I married my friend.
Yes, yes. He said cool. It was funny when he was like, he said there, I said earlier, when I was talking to him this morning, he was like, why you ain't not in church? I'm like, huh? I'm like, so this is what happened. What happened was, so
Well,
when
no,
you know
what
when
had
someone
happened? What
said,
had happened? Yeah,
when we told
we
stories,
were
what had
actually on our way
happened.
back home from church. Yeah, because
Oh,
he
really?
preached this
Yeah,
morning,
that's
so
what
I
he
went with
told me.
him. Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. So we're gonna get more to all that on Tuesday night. We're gonna have a fun time and everything. But you guys, I gotta let you guys go. We're just a test run. Me chatting with Miss Shirley Murdock as we
So y'all
slip
get
the
ready.
night
Call your
off.
friends, text
Yeah.
everybody. You don't want to listen, no.
Yeah, yeah, I love. Ah, see, I love that. Yes, yes, yes. But Topo, you need to say anything? T Zinji, I know
Yeah.
he wants to
So,
speak.
did you guys have any problems with hearing each other, seeing the comments come up on the screen? Did you guys have any of those isures?
I didn't at
No, I
all.
seen the comments.
I could hear well. I saw the comments, and except the fact that I can't hardly see. No, but
Okay.
I was able to read some of the names and see who was commenting,
So,
and yeah,
so
it was
this is a new feature. So, people that are watching on Priscilla's page, please, 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 if you're watching on her Facebook page right now, you're gonna have to go over to her YouTube channel called Old School Tuesday Turnup. If you would like your questions to pop up on the screen, this is a new feature. I tried it. I tested it, or I was
nice.
trying to test last night. I'm going to be playing with it some more. On top of on top of the regular production that Priscilla is normally gives you guys. So hopefully you guys will enjoy what we're doing, and I thank you guys for trusting the process from when we first started to where we are today. And as we go into 2021, we want to walk into manifestation, as they call it, to where we're doing great things. So I'm trying to
Walk into the
find new ways
blessing.
to add. I'm trying to find new
I
ways
know.
to make Priscilla look good each week,
That's
and I don't want it to ever be boring. I don't ever want it to ever be, I just want to keep it fresh. So we're trying to bring in the comments so we cannot bring your questions in on Facebook. It has to be on her YouTube page, and
YouTube.
it's going to be Old School Tuesday Turnup. And the turnup is all one word. So it's not two words for turnup. So Old School Tuesday Turnup, one word for the word turnup. Okay. So that's the only way that you can get your questions or you get your responses to be seen on here. Dale left me because I had a question for Dale, but maybe at the end he might join in at the end on Tuesday. Maybe, maybe not. If not, I'll do something with him a little bit later on. But you guys have been good friends of mine for a while, and I
Oh
definitely
yeah,
thank
we
you
go way
guys
back.
for assisting us and making all of this happen for Pricilla. So.
Oh, it's our honor,
Yes,
our pleasure. You know,
always.
you're a friend. When you call, you got the bat phone. You call on the bat phone, we gonna answer.
Look. I'm gonna take
Yes.
look. I'm gonna take one of these questions right here. I'm gonna receive that. So I'm gonna
Yes,
receive that.
yes,
Thank
yes.
you, Miss Preston. But no, I definitely thank you guys for believing in Priscilla's dream, and this is something that she came to me with, and I see her vision, and I think she's preserving the history of giving R&B, gospel, just that old school artists or people that were in music in that old school
Hmm.
generation. They're giving them their flowers today, and unfortunately, we were in the process of booking someone, and unfortunately, they transitioned last year. Was
Mm.
it last year, Priscilla, or was it this year?
She passed. Oh no, she passed last. She passed this year, but I was trying to book her. I had sent out the thing last
Mm.
year to
Right.
her, and she got it.
Mm.
But she sit there. She passed on it, and it was funny because that day when I found out she passed, that I was outside shoveling snow. You told you I'm from
Wow.
Kansas, and I was like, something said that sent her email, and then I was gonna send it that day. I got distracted. I was doing other things early that morning. That's when I found out she passed away, and I'm like, oh,
Wow.
oh, that's
So
wow.
what Priscilla has been trying to do is say, "Hey, and you should see my phone ring at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning." Shirley told me,
Don't bring.
"Talk to her. I got an idea. I got an idea." And I'm like, "Priscilla, I'm asleep." And
You know
she
what? You know what? Can I
and
say something here? Can I say
go ahead.
something? See, when you have a dream, if you want your
Mhm.
dream to come true, invest in somebody else's dream, because you reap what you sow. So as you pour into somebody else's dream,
Mhm.
you're planting seeds into somebody else's dream. You know, God's gonna bless you. He'll bless you, and you will receive. See, a lot of times we hear you reap what you sow. We always think of it negative. Oh, you're gonna reap what you sow. But see, there is a law. That says if you plant something, it's gonna come up. That crop is gonna come up. So if you've got a dream, try sowing into somebody else's dream and see what happens for yours.
I'm gonna say this,
Wow.
and what you just said is a true testimony. I've been saying I wanted to produce shows, but I didn't necessarily have all the right software at the beginning.
Mhm.
But I was doing the best that I could with the you know the old saying, use what you got to you get to where you're going.
That's
And
right.
some people believed in me. It didn't work out the way we wanted it to work out. But then Priscilla came
Mhm.
along, and she's been patient with me, and my thing was I wanted to be able to take this to another level. And Priscilla has been riding with me on this endeavor and this dream for myself, shall we say.
Hmm.
I'm in Atlanta. You're in Ohio. She's in Kansas City. And we're all able to connect on this world wide web called the internet or the wild,
Yes,
wild west.
yes.
But this is what I
Yes.
wanted to do. And I wanted to be behind the scenes, not
Hmm.
necessarily behind the scenes, but I knew that live streaming was coming. I knew this years
Hmm.
ago.
Mhm.
But my
Hmm.
thing was, how do I get it out there? And me trying to book the artist, me trying to produce the show, me trying to come up with the questions, I, I can't do it all by myself. So when Priscilla came to
Mhm.
me and she said this is what she wanted to do, I just, like you said, I put myself on the back burner and I'm able to do something that I wanted to do that I know that it's going to take because other people want this same service. They want this same product that we're
Hmm.
doing. They just don't have it. And, some people, it's quality. Those
You know what
gold
I call it?
records and plaques that you got behind
Yeah,
you put in that time and that work. And I know
right.
that we have our bumps and bruises, but I know one day I'm going to be out here doing this. So,
Absolutely. And I call it what you two have. I call it a holy hookup and a sanctified setup.
I love it. I love it.
Because it, like you said, it didn't work with the other person,
Yeah.
but it worked with Pricilla. So this is the person you were supposed to work with. So all things do work. All things work together for good. They will absolutely work
Well,
together for the good, for your good.
So
I have a question for you, Miss Shirley. Oh, go ahead, Top Boy.
no. Go ahead. Go ahead, Priscilla.
So my question is, so for me being, yeah, I'm starting out and everything, and and I deal with artists and everything like that. What kind of advice? I know someone gave me advice says staying humble. What kind of advice would you give me being this young person? I'm just, just getting people on, just getting. I told you, I'm making more about the fans that I'm now that I give, about me. It's about just give the fans what they want. They ask for a certain artist. I mean, every week they're asking me, and I can just only do what I can do. Like, what kind of advice would you give me?
Just keep doing what you're doing. Just keep. It's working, right? It's working. Keep doing.
Hmm.
Stay on the path. This seems to be the path that's working. Stay on the path that works.
Hmm.
And humility is important, because when you humble yourself, the best way up is down.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
yes, continue to stay humble, stay usable, stay teachable, stay open to learn. We don't know it all. Stay open to learn. And for me, it's always important for me to make room for God. I make room for God in everything that I do, because when I make room for God, God shows up. I need and want and desire for him to show up in everything that I do. So when he shows up, not only will I be blessed, but people will be
Mhm.
blessed. So it's not really just about me being blessed. It's about using the gift that he's given me to be a blessing to the people.
Yes. I like that. I love it. I love it. Thank you for that. Thank you
You're
so much.
welcome.
And I want to thank you. So I would say all you guys know Miss Shirley will be on this coming up Tuesday, April 20th at 7 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time, which is my time zone, Kansas. But
And then
wait a minute,
my
Miss Shirley.
my
Hold on, wait a
time
minute.
zone is 8 o'clock Eastern.
Eastern Standard Time. Eastern Standard Time. But wait, Miss Shirley, let me ask you a question. Well, how many times do you come to Kansas City? Do you come to Kansas City a lot? I forgot to ask you.
Well, I have, pre-COVID. Yeah, I've been to Kansas City with plays. I've been to Kansas City with concerts. So yeah, but it's been over a year now because of COVID. But if we all
Right.
do what we're supposed to do to stop the spread, we can all come back outside and play. Because I miss that. I
Right.
miss the live performances. I miss all that, and I can't wait to be able to hug you again. To be able to sign the autographs and take the pictures again. But in order for us to get back to some type of normalcy, I think the statistics say that 82% of the country has to be vaccinated. So we need to
Right.
get on it. We're getting there, but we need to continue to get on it. And don't be scared, y'all. Don't be
Don't be
scared.
scared.
Don't be
Don't be
scared.
scared. All right, y'all heard me, Shirley. Don't be scared.
Don't be
All right,
scared.
all right. You guys come check us out Tuesday night. I'll have be here with the one and only Miss Shirley Murdock, 7 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. Her time, 8 o'clock p.m.
8 o'clock
Eastern
p.m.
Standard Time. And guys, come. If you guys want comments, come to YouTube. Come to my YouTube channel. Make comments so we can sit there. Want to ask questions? Don't
And
hesitate to
ask us
text me.
questions.
Y'all know how you. Yeah, ask us questions. Even though I got questions for her, but still, you guys fans like to ask questions. Shout out to my friend Renee Jemison. Thank you for that question about the back gold plaque. She wants to know that, so that was her question right there. So shout out to you, sweetie. And
And so,
everything.
so
Thank you,
maybe
Tall
maybe by
Boy.
Tuesday I'll have all the titles by Tuesday. I can turn around and get them and let you know
Okay.
what it is.
All right,
All right,
cool,
baby.
cool,
It's been
cool,
a blast.
cool.
It's been
All
fun.
right,
Thank you.
all right.
Stay on,
Yes,
Shirley.
yes.
We're
Don't
gonna
go
go ahead
yet.
and wrap.
Yeah, stay on. Don't go. And thank you, Mr. Dale, for popping in. And you guys, I will see you guys Tuesday night. See you. You guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Stay safe out there. Get vaccinated. Everything. You guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday night. See ya.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.